Hello all, Jeff here with a new video, back with my No Grand Prix No Worries series. Today I'm going to try and beat Valteri Bottas's 2019 Chinese Grand Prix qualifying lap of 131.547. Now, the Chinese Grand Prix was meant to be on a few weeks ago, hence why I'm doing this challenge. So, I've hardly ever driven this track on F1 2019, so we'll just have to wait and see how I go with this. So, like my previous videos at Australia and Bahrain, I was prone to a lot of mistakes, but in the same sense, I did have a look online for some good wheel settings, so I changed the settings slightly. Still making a few mistakes like spinning and putting into the walls, but I feel I'm a little more consistent with pace. Well, not the case there, but you get the picture. But here's another example. So, yep. Previously cutting the track, which is actually pretty easy to do at Shanghai. Even if you just go slightly over the curb, you will get the warning. Almost got it there. Somehow I didn't. But like turns 1 and 2 at Shanghai, they're very, very difficult to master. So there's that to think about. If you go on the throttle too early, well, that's going to happen. You're going to go in the wall. Anyway, out of the last corner, and what time we're going to do here? 135.2. So still, we've got nearly 4 seconds to find here. So we're going to put in the time and the effort to see if we can actually beat a pole time. There's a 33.8. So a big improvement there. But through the second sector, here was where I didn't really get the gist of these corners, to be honest. Like especially here, and then we just lose it. Of course, and then braking hard into this hairpin. You need to be hard on the brakes, but you can't just be hard on the brakes all the time, or else you will lock them up and there's no chance you can get around that corner. Into the last, we'll see what kind of time we can do here. Use as much curb as you can get away with, and we will do.
Okay, the time last lap was a 1 minute 32.
A 132.8, so not bad. Another improvement here, a 32.6, so we're almost a second off the 131.5 that Bottas did last year. But anyway, here's a bit of a problem. Again, same corner, spinning, see you later, into the wall. And into the last corner, well, just taking it too wide, bang, into the fence. And another prime example, same thing, bang, into the fence again. But here's a full lap for you all. So, yep, you saw the mistakes I was making. Here is actually a complete lap that I did. Now, there's no setups that I've done at this point, so we'll just have to wait and see how we go with this. I'm not really concerned about if I'm like 2,000th in the word. I'm just concerned about trying to beat a real-life pole lap. Anyway, this gets a really good run out of turn 2. Maybe he's using traction control. But anyway, and braking into here, pretty much trying to brake on that 100 board or just before. You can either use second or third through that hairpin. It's totally up to you. Second is probably quicker, but third, if you just want to get rid of some of that wheel spin, keep it a bit more consistent. This corner here, I just never knew whether to use 6th or 5th gear. Same here, you can either use 3rd or 4th, or you can just short tip the 4th to get a good run without having to spin the tyres. But we're about to get to the long straightaway. Tight left-hander here, and then a very, very long right-hander. So, it is an F1 car, but you have to be very, very patient on the throttle. Now you can floor it as we go down the back straightaway, hit the DRS zone. So we'll see what kind of time we can do without a setup. Braking pretty much just before the 100 board, where that curve begins. Try not to lock a brake. I haven't locked a brake there, which is not too bad at all. Good run out of the hairpin onto the last turn. Use that curve. You can smack the bollard if you want, using as much curve as I can get away with. And
that last lap was a 1 minute 32.3.
So less than a second off. So not too bad. But now we're going to actually grab a setup from ERL Key Mirror, the world record holder, and see if his setup can help me here. Right. Here's the first flying lap of the setup. Braking night, a bit of a lock up there. It's very easy to do in the F1 game, so we just have to keep an eye on that. Try and get off the brake as we brake into the hairpin. Anyway, out of the last turn, we'll see what kind of time we can do here. 131.949, so we are not far off at all. But again, the same old mistakes I was doing before. They were creeping in out of this corner, just getting on the throttle way too early, bang into the fence. And this time around, the first hairpin, and just getting on that curve, and yep, again into the fence. It's a never-ending story, this, isn't it? Anyway, into the hairpin, braking hard, and just locking up, and just going over the curb. Well, that's ruined a good lap, that's for sure. So, thought we may as well just, continue on with the lap and see what it would have been. Another corner cut there, 1:31.6. So we are not far off this Valtteri Bottas qualifying time. So here we go for a flyer. We'll see what kind of time we could do here. Crossing the line, getting on that DRS, that 2 DRS zones at Shanghai. Turn 1 very, very tricky. It's just guiding it in there, slowly getting slower, then down to turn 2. As I said, that ghost gets such a good run out of there. I don't know how. Probably traction control is the main factor there. And into turn 4, I think it is, I could be wrong. Using third gear just to avoid the wheel spin getting out of the corner. Taking that nicely, and the first sector was purple for me, so that's a good thing. And into here, which has always been a bit of a struggle, going down to 5th here, into this corner, 3rd, and I didn't end up going for the short shift into 4th, so don't know why I did that. Anyway, braking at the 100 board here, into 2nd gear. It could probably nearly be a 3rd gear corner as well, but it's hard to tell. Anyway, just ease onto the throttle application. Once you're in 5th gear, then you can roar it. Got a bit slidey there into 8th gear, DRS enabled. So let's see what kind of time we can do here. Braking at the beginning of the curve. Let's see if we can lock it up here or not. Well, we don't, so that's very well done for myself. I'm happy with that. And now we go towards the last turn. As we can see, we've got like over 2 tenths up on the best time, on our best time. And let's see what kind of time it will be. 1:31.541, 6 1,000ths quicker than Bottas's qualifying time from last year. But the thing was, Bottas completely bottled the start and didn't even look like winning the race, unfortunately. But there you have it. That is a new video for no Grand Prix, no worries. If you like the video, smash the thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if you want to see more, subscribe and tap the notification icon. In a day or two, we're going to Zandvoort. Anyway, this is Jeff here, and happy racing. Cheers.